Once you learn how to kick it by yourself, bro, you don't care who with you, bro. I am a straight up loner. I'm a lone ranger, one deep, solo, dolo. If that was a person, it would be me. I'm not saying I don't got homeboys and I don't got friends. I do, that I got love for sure. Each one of my are loners too. Every nigga that I fuck with, they hang by themselves. You feel me? Once you learn how to be by yourself, bro, you good. You don't care who with you, who talk to you, bro. Sometimes you be wishing that don't call you. Most of the time it be about some bitch ain't coming with no opportunity, no money, no peace of mind, nothing positive. Don't even want to talk to you. Man, I'm so okay with being by myself, taking trips by myself and all, but peaceful by myself. I ain't got nobody in my ear. I can eat what I want to eat, go when I'm ready to go, leave when I'm ready to leave, listen to the type of music that I want to listen to when I want to, and I ain't got somebody on the side of me that ain't on the same page. Now, we on the same frequency. A lot of the time, I'm cool with that. But a lot of these people, we don't even be on the same frequency, and that's crazy because we all listen to the same music, see the same news feeds, see the same FYP pages, got some of the same interests, but when it come to like taking trips and being around each other and all that hanging, sometimes be on a whole different vibe. It's okay to be by yourself. A lot of people don't know how to be by themselves. Motherfuckers go from dick to dick, house to house, couch to couch. Tighten up, man. Always gotta be in a bit of face. Always gotta have a bit listening to this story, man. Just chill, fall back, Kojak. You'll learn a lot more about yourself and you'll learn a lot more about life. That's when you gonna know the real you. You won't learn the real you till you got enough time with yourself. And that's facts. When you spend enough time with yourself, then you really gonna learn who you are, what you like, how up you is, what you need to work on. If you real with yourself. Once you learn how to kick it by yourself, bro, you don't care who with you, bro. I am a straight up loner. I'm a lone ranger, one deep, solo, dolo. If that was a person, it would be me. I'm not saying I don't got homeboys and I don't got friends. I do, that I got love for sure. Each one of my are loners too. Every nigga that I fuck with, they hang by themselves. You feel me? Once you learn how to be by yourself, bro, you good. You don't care who with you, who talk to you, bro. Sometimes you be wishing that don't call you. Most of the time it be about some bullshit. Bitch ain't coming with no opportunity, no money, no peace of mind, nothing positive. Don't even want to talk to you. Man, I'm so okay with being by myself, taking trips by myself and all, but peaceful by myself. I ain't got nobody in my ear. I can eat what I want to eat, go when I'm ready to go, leave when I'm ready to leave, listen to the type of music that I want to listen to when I want to, and I ain't got somebody on the side of me that ain't on the same page. Now, we on the same frequency. A lot of the time, I'm cool with that. But a lot of these people, we don't even be on the same frequency, and that's crazy because we all listen to the same music, see the same news feeds, see the same FYP pages, got some of the same interests, but when it come to like taking trips and being around each other and all that hanging, sometimes be on a whole different vibe. It's okay to be by yourself. A lot of people don't know how to be by themselves. Motherfuckers go from dick to dick, house to house, couch to couch. Tighten up, man. Always gotta be in a bit of face. Always gotta have a bit listening to this story, man. Just chill, fall back, Kojak. You'll learn a lot more about yourself and you'll learn a lot more about life. That's when you gonna know the real you. You won't learn the real you till you got enough time with yourself. And that's facts. When you spend enough time with yourself, then you really gonna learn who you are, what you like, how up you is, what you need to work on. If you real with yourself.
Yeah, I think I forgot my wallet. Now, we're right here. I'm gonna go see if they got it, all right?
Okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
I got a man.
Oh, he got you out here by yourself? I would never. Roll with me, baby. Come on, let's go get something to eat.
I cannot find my wallet.
Ah, this nigga got you in Temu clothes. If you want to stay with the struggle, I ain't gonna stop it.
Your man got you on food stamps? That's crazy. Let me call someone.
Damn, your man got you out here allowing men to talk to you? I would never.
A wallet?
Yeah.
Like a brown one?
Your man got you working? Crazy.
Hey, I'm sorry about the way I couldn't find my
Don't even fucking touch me. You got me be a broke bitch in Temu clothes? You can walk past me? Yeah, EBT? You be on EBT? Working?
Wait, you
I'm
ain't...
supposed to be your queen. No, let me finish. I'm supposed to be your queen. A black queen at that.
What is you talking about? I work 2 jobs and pay all the bills. I'll leave you for 5 minutes to find my wallet. You let get into your head?
Work 3. Work 3 jobs. Work 4, 5, 6. I don't care. Like Kendrick said, it's not enough. Work 3 jobs. Okay? Come on. Figure it out. Get me off of EBT. I don't want to work. Don't want to look dusty.
You know what your problem is? You need to stop letting other men get into your head. If I'm a good man, then take your good man and be happy with it. But instead, you out here seeking attention like Aisha or Jada. Get it together. You got 100% whole chocolate milk right here, but you gonna leave me for that 2% bull. I just bought you a Valentino. You know what? Keep the purse. Find you who works 3 jobs, 4 jobs, because it's not enough. Trick.
And I will. I will find another one. Treat me like a black queen. Okay? I'll find them. They gonna come. They gonna come. Are they? You know what? They not. You was a good man. Bang!
So many of these modern women, they want a man that's passionate about them. They want a man that shows an intense longing and a desire. An intense longing and a desire for them. And men are saying, after what I just saw, no. You ain't got nothing else to desire. You didn't show it all. Absolutely not.
Something I've been witnessing men struggle with a lot lately in relationships is something called micro rejections. And this is where he puts a lot of effort in to do little things that go unnoticed, like getting her a towel for when she showers, giving her a piece of food before he eats his own, sharing his food, little things that you might think, oh, that's just the bare minimum. That's what a partner should do. But they're little efforts that are ways of saying I love you. And when they continue to be unseen and unappreciated, this is where a man starts to feel very rejected, very invalidated, and kind of disconnected, because in a way he is doing these things because he's doing them because he loves you, but he's also doing them to receive the validation because he wants to know that you know how much he loves you, how much he loves to spoil you, how much he loves to treat you right. But usually this is only met with criticism about how he's actually doing that thing wrong, or he could have done it better, or bringing up things from the past. So he gets to this point where he feels like he just can't win, that no matter what he does, he's going to be punished. So eventually, there's no incentive for him to do anything nice, and there's no consequence for him to do anything wrong, because he's already being punished for doing the thing he thinks is right. So he thinks, well, if I'm going to be punished for doing something wrong, I might as well get some payout for doing the wrong thing. And I'm not saying that all men are like this or all men do this consciously. This happens just unconsciously in a lot of relationships. He's actually really trying. He maybe doesn't know how to ask for his needs to be met, so he's doing it this way. They go unnoticed, unrecognized, unrespected. He grows cold and resentful and either acts out or shuts down completely. That's just kind of the pattern that I've seen, but I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below.
I have very little patience for this male loneliness epidemic talk. Oh, the men are lonely, the men are lonely. Could the men try to connect a little bit? Because if men are so lonely and if it's such an emergency for them, why is it that at family holidays it's really common for the men to go off in another room and watch sports? I remember one Christmas event that a lot of family got together, and some of the family members were elderly, and this was probably going to be one of their last Christmases. And all the kids were young and playing together. It was a really nice time. Everyone who loved each other, the whole family, the extended family, they were all there together in this house. But the house didn't have a TV. Somebody brought a TV, plugged it in outside on the patio, and the men were all sitting on the back porch, drinking beer, watching the game silently. Inside, the ladies are all talking, the children are all getting to know each other, the elders are telling stories, and the stories are fantastic. But the men excluded themselves, and I see this happen all the time, where men will exclude themselves. Men don't want to be there. They don't want to socialize. They don't want to get to know other people. They want to go home. There are a lot of men who would rather be lonely than vulnerable. Because I remember at that family function that there were 2 men that didn't go outside and watch football. There was me and one other guy. We stayed inside and hung out with the ladies. And in that family, I think we're considered less manly than the other men. Because we don't go and do the man thing. But I also am pretty sure we're less lonely than the other men. And now I do have some friends who are men, but there are also men who would stay and hang out and socialize and be present instead of going off in the other room because they don't want to be there.
Women do not respect nice men and nice guys. Subconsciously and even consciously, they perceive them as weak. It is weakness. So it goes back to our ancient ancestors. The men who were toxic masculine and a personality, they excelled at hunting and fishing, and they could kill bears and they could kill the big cats. They were good providers and they offered protection. They were usually the head of the tribe. If some other tribe or some other nation came against them, they would fight and win. Those men were actually dangerous. And that is why women are attracted to them. It is because they want that man's genetics. You know, they don't know that this is just something that is genetically, it is just inherent in them. They just know that they want that man's genetics in their children so that their children have a chance at survival in a brutal world. So, yeah, the nice guys are the ones that they like to friend zone. They go, oh, I would like a nice guy. I like the nice guys. I like the nice men. No, you don't. You don't respect them. You might like them, but you don't respect them. And they're not the ones that you want to marry.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, you know, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
I'm going to show you guys what weaponized incompetence is. It's something my baby daddy loves to use against me very, very well. Last night, I went to bed at like 10. I asked him, hey, can you please clean the bottles, right? And he did. He cleaned the bottles. They're right there. He also did not put dinner away. So there's that. He was in charge of dinner last night, and he just ordered us food. I can't do that because I'm not allowed to do that. But anyway, he left dishes in the sink because I didn't ask him to do that either. So if I were to ask, oh, and he left a pan over there. So if I were to ask him, hey, I thought I asked you to pick up the kitchen last night. Oh, well, you only told me to clean the bottles, and I did clean the bottles. You didn't tell me to put the food away, and you didn't tell me to clean up the rest of it. That's weaponized incompetence. He's playing stupid to basically win an argument. Don't settle for this.
I may get a lot of hate for what I'm about to say, but is it possible that your man left the pizza boxes out with pizza in them because you can do that? It's just like pizza bread that gets left out. As far as the one plate and the one glass that I see in the sink, isn't it also possible that he cleaned up the full sink of dishes after dinner, but then after he finished cleaning up, he had a snack and a drink and relaxed, watched some TV, and then he just put them in the sink afterwards. And those dishes ended up in the sink because the dishwasher was running. Or maybe he's just the type of person that likes to have a full sink of dishes build up before he loads the dishwasher. And as far as the pan on the stove, it looks like it's clean and it looks like it belongs there. I don't know, like some people leave the most frequently used pan on their stove ready to go. My entire point is that your man probably has no idea that you're this upset. Well, until he sees this video. And then he is going to feel a certain way about you shaming him on here instead of communicating with him so that you both can get on the same page and be partners.
So I was married. I have 2 kids. I never thought I would be back out here single, dating. I would rather be on a season of Naked and Afraid through the wilderness with no clothes than try to navigate this date.
Ever have a date or a date with a single mom? Don't cancel the day up, okay? And I knew it though. I mentally prepared myself. I guess not enough, but I knew he was gonna cancel. But if you ever ask a single mom out again, just please don't cancel the day up. Like, please just don't cancel the day up. And that's one lesson we could all learn from today.
Okay, let's be very honest here. Now, I do understand what I'm about to say might hurt some individuals' feelings or burst a few bubbles, but unfortunately, that can't be helped. Now, most men whether American or otherwise, when they go into dating or the prospect of being in a relationship with someone, would usually prefer to be with someone who's in the same social position, shall we say, that they are. If they are single with no children, they usually prefer to date someone else who is also single with no children. You don't have to like that, but unfortunately for some of you, that is the reality. Now, there are a lot of men out there that don't mind dating a single mother. However, trying to shame guys by saying they're too broke to date a single mother really isn't the best strategy, and it's not going.
Half the people find out you've got kids because they don't take the time to actually swipe across and see that you have kids in your profile. So when you mention kids, they just ghost you. The other half of people don't seem to care at all about kids, but you're trying to lock in a day to go and see them. And then maybe 2 out of 20 people you'll meet in person. One might be someone that you want to see again.
I gotta tell you, man, the audacity of these women, these ugly women today, to be sliding in my DMs. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? I mean, whenever I see an ugly woman slide in my DMs, it lowers my self-esteem a little bit. Because I'm like, you woke up, looked in the mirror, washed your face, brushed your teeth, and after that, knowing that you're ugly, you still decided to slide in my DMs? Talking about, oh, you need a queen king, you need somebody to cater to you. Who's gonna take care of you? Not you, little ugly. Get out of my inbox. Stay out of my DMs. God forgive me for talking about your children, but I just gotta say, if you looking broke, dusty, if you're not grade A, then I'm not coming to play. You ugly women, you broken, dusty women gotta stop trying to get at me, because that's not it. And once again, like I said, God forgive me for talking about your children, but hopefully you get the message. I'm not playing anymore. Ugly women, stay out of my DMs. A final word of caution: if you continue to slide in my DMs looking like you look, I'm going to start reporting y'all's accounts, and I'm going to do it multiple times. So like I said, if you're not grade A, you're not getting the bag, hopefully more than I'm getting, I'm about to report your account. It's making me want to get a restraining order, you guys. So just be careful with what you do. Have a good day. A lot of these modern women, what they don't understand is, because they're going to continue to ask, how come good men don't talk to them? How come good men don't give them the time of day? Is because y'all continue to try to make men compete, and they've already proven themselves. A lot of these guys that you have in the friend zone, they've already proven themselves many times over, but you still got them out here. Oh, well, what you did last week didn't count. What you did 3 months ago didn't count. I've got a new roster, you guys. Just keep on competing and maybe somebody would win. Lucky me. No, you're not that special.
23 years later and married, I am in the roommate phase, and I feel like I have just completely given up. I don't even feel like I'm worth it anymore. I just go to work, come home, do nothing else. Twice in 7 months, 21 years together, message received, roommate situation in full effect. 6 to 7 years with nothing. I feel like a task that has been checked off the to-do list. Ladies, these are real men commenting on my videos about what is going on in their relationship. How is that even fair to good men? How is that even, if we were in the situation that they were in, we would 100% file for divorce immediately, because we're not going to stand for somebody making us feel like we're less than, right? So why is it okay that we continue to put men in these positions and continue to make men feel less than? These men are busting their ass for their wives, for their family. They're showing up. They're doing the things. Of course, they're probably disconnected at this point. I mean, 6 to 7 years with nothing. Are you kidding me? A little appreciation, affection, and some bedroom activities goes a long freaking way with these men. and you keep pushing them and putting them in a corner where you don't love them, you don't appreciate them, you're just riding off the coattail of their paychecks. Because why else are you with them? Why else are you staying with a man that you don't want to actually have a relationship with? For convenience, that is why. Do better. We have to do better. Because that's not fair to men in society.
Foot fetish lover, little sucking on my toes. You a weirdo. I should have kicked you off in the middle of your forehead and broke your nose, Tylil. You got me up. Toe licker. Eater. Let's talk about it. Little.
Today's episode of Clout Chasing Gone Wrong. Jordan, or whatever your name is, young lady, you are wrong. You know that boy did not take nothing. There's no way that you got essayed and then requested $2,000 with a nigga not playing with you. Baby, you're at best. The fact that this man called you a Uber, publicly saying of the things that y'all did while y'all were in that intimate setting is ludicrous, baby. You better count your days, because I'm hearing that Tylil is coming for your... Not literally. Can we start making it a thing that people go to the police and not the internet when bad things happen to them or wrongdoing? Because when y'all go to these social media sites instead of going to law enforcement, it automatically puts a dark cloud over your case. It's women like this that mess it up for real victims.
I don't like you black niggas. I really don't.
It's women like this that take valuable hours out of law enforcement and people's time doing some... Never in the history of niggerdom has a woman talked about a man's package while she's getting essayed. That man gave you some and sent you away in an Uber share, and now you feel some type of way because he didn't want to pay for it. It does not mean that he took anything from you. Now, I have all the empathy and sympathy for all real essay victims because these things really do happen. But this ain't a case of that. And we need to check this. We need to have the same energy for this woman lying that we would have for that man if he had really done it. We need to have the same energy. She needs to get the same charges. She needs to be locked up in the same jail that man would be locked up in had he actually done these things. Ma'am, you played yourself. You're immature as and obviously not very intelligent. Gentlemen, you gotta be careful. Once you get to a point in the position in your life, people are gonna come to you for various things because these hoes out here will say anything for some clicks and a goddamn like. Healing energy to Tylil, bruh came back with receipts. The facts are the facts. Had this been a real essay case, I would have been totally against it. But it's very obvious that this man has come with receipts and this woman is lying on his name. Tell her what she's won, folks. A lifetime subscription to OnlyFans. That'll do money.
I'm done beat. I should have beat his that night. And y'all, that nigga would have came on stream with 2 black eyes, which I should have did.
You know, men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me. And I don't have time for that.
Let me tell you something. As an Igbo man, you are meant to marry at least 5 or 10 wives, just like our ancestors did. If you notice very well, you will realize that the Igbo population is gradually reducing. Yes, we are gradually going into extinct because our men have adopted the Western lifestyle. They are now marrying only one wife. Makagini. Maka why? Is it our culture? Monogamy is not an Igbo culture. It is not an Igbo culture. Polygamy is what our ancestors used in increasing our population.
One thing I think we need to stop doing is assuming that just because something was our tradition, it means it should be our future. A lot of traditions our ancestors practiced were not random. They were a response to the reality of their time. Okay, firstly, we need to understand that polygamy existed in so many societies for different reasons. Sometimes it was about expanding family labor on farms. Sometimes it was about rebuilding population after wars. Sometimes it was even about social status and wealth. Sometimes so because there was no pension system as of then, there was no formal labor force. And your children were your economic security. So when I hear things like, oh, our ancestors had so many wives, I always feel like that's an incomplete reading of history. They were solving the problem that existed in their time. The world they were living in is not the same as the world we are living in today. So the question is not, did our ancestors do it? The better question is, why did they do it? And do those reasons still exist today? Our ancestors, regardless of your tribe, they were simply trying to solve the problem of their present. The goal is not to copy our ancestors. The goal is to understand them. Because when you understand why they made certain decisions, then you also understand that some traditions were solutions to problems that no longer exist. Saying your Igbo culture is reducing because your men are now marrying one wife is a huge oversimplification. Population doesn't rise and fall because of one cultural practice. History is never that one-dimensional. Because if we are going to argue that, then every tradition should remain because it is traditional. Let's abandon medicine. Let's abandon democracy. Let's abandon phones, cars, the internet. Because none of these were part of our ancestors' lifestyle either. For God's sake, culture evolves. That's what culture has always done. That's how culture survived, not by refusing to change, but by preserving the values that still serve us and letting go of practices that belong to a different reality. And this is what I think many people misunderstand.
The real reason why women only care about dating guys with money these days is because we gave y'all a chance. We went off your personality. We were like, oh, he's got such a cute personality and he's so cute. He's so funny. He's just so funny. And then y'all got lazy and were like, oh, she likes me no matter what. I don't have to level up. In fact, she makes good money. She can just pay for whatever bills. I'll just live at her place. I'll just crash out on her bed and leave my clothes everywhere. It's better than living with my mama. If she cooks good, I'll eat too, and I won't have to pay for that because she'll just cook. Y'all got lazy and y'all are wondering, oh, well, why doesn't these women want to be with me? They're all just looking for a guy with money. Yeah, because that's all y'all have to offer now. We can find guys with money who also have a good personality. And if things go south, at least they were able to pay for stuff in the relationship or give us stuff. Okay? Y'all blew it. You had a chance to use your awesome personalities and your awesome potential, but you didn't. You squandered it, and you ended up using all us beautiful babes as a security blanket. Yeah. Y'all got lazy. I don't know where your testosterone is, where your Viking mentality is to go and get her done and move up in this world, but you're either gonna have to level up or just stay at the bottom feeder level where y'all are. And I'm just telling you, you might pull some hot girls while you're young, but the older you get, it's gonna be slim pickings for you.
I don't know if it's me, but it seems like people are very anti-man, anti-children, anti-marriage, anti-just anything that has to do with building a family on this app.
Sweetie, it's not just you. It's anti-man, anti-marriage, anti-children, anti-natural hair, anti-socks, gloves, coats, and hats in the wintertime, anti-cheese on a pizza if it's trending. These people don't even understand that this is a trick of the enemy. The enemy wants you to believe that it is better for you to be by yourself, when we know that as a believer, God did not create man or woman to be alone. The enemy wants you to believe that you don't need to have children, although God made it so that you can bear children and be fruitful and multiply. The enemy wants you to believe that the only way you will have peace is to be by yourself. The devil is a liar. Now, while I understand that some people like being lonely, some people may never be with somebody else, that's not everybody. And every time I see a young girl get on this app talking about how much she hate a man to breathe on her, it feels like he's touching me too much. Baby, that's the enemy in your head. You listening to everything and everybody because it's trending, knowing that you want a man to lay next to you, but you want to make yourself feel like you don't want it because you don't have it. And a girl got on this app talking about she got a man, but she got to watch out for all men and keep her eye open. Baby, you need to be by yourself. If you got to sleep with something under your pillow next to the man that you're sleeping with, then you're sleeping with the wrong man. See, none of this makes sense to me. I don't understand your thinking, your thought process. Just because somebody else's life looked at one way to you does not mean that your life is going to look that way. But when you speak negativity into your life, you best to believe that's what's going to come up out of it. So every time you say you don't like a man, you don't want a man to touch you, you don't want children, and all the things that you say you don't want that's negative, and you're putting your negative connotations on it, that's what you're going to get, because you're putting that out there to the world. You get what you put out.
Hey, what's up, little guy?
Are you planning to be my new dad?
Maybe.
Junior.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Got your flowers.
My gosh, thank you so much.
You ready to go out?
So my babysitter canceled. Do you mind if we dine in?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay,
Why not? You're cooking?
Yes, I'm actually
Nice.
making my famous spaghetti.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
And the last time I made it, actually, I got proposed to.
Oh, wow. I'm more excited now.
Yeah, so sit down, make yourself comfortable. I'm gonna serve you a plate, okay?
I can't wait. What's up, dude?
Wanna fight? Okay, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner's ready! I called you.
Yeah, how many kids you got?
Oh, yeah. Stop counting after 3.
You guys have a dad or what?
You're my dad.
Are you gonna buy me Happy Meals every single day?
Kind of out of my price budget, man.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Time to feed the king.
I'm the king, huh?
I mean, you can be.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah. You like that sound?
Yeah. Is there any toppings?
That's the only one we have right now. The boys really love it.
Oh, whipped cream?
I'll do it for you.
I'm good, bro.
Why haven't you eaten your food?
I heard earlier I'm kind of full right now, you know?
But a king has to eat.
Yeah. Who's that guy over there?
Oh. That's my baby daddy. We sleep in the same bed, but I hate him.
Oh, same bed? Okay.
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
He's just one of them. She has multiple.
Hey, get out of here.
You suck! That's why I need a real man anyway!
Yeah, good luck.
Daddy, come back!
Hey, don't go in there, man. Don't go in there.
Many years from now, there is going to be a quiet crisis, loneliness in women especially. Not because women failed, not because they weren't capable or intelligent, but because they were handed a script or a blueprint that left out the consequences. Be self-sufficient, put your career first, you don't need a man. So they followed it. They pushed love down the line. They delayed the family. They treated commitment like something that could always wait until it didn't. Fast forward a few years later. You're older, no partner, no children, no legacy, just some noise to fill that silence. Meanwhile, your grandmothers had way fewer choices, but way stronger direction. They built families, they built the roots, they built something bigger than themselves. And this generation swapped it all for convenience. Legacy for pleasure, meaning for freedom without structure. And here's the part that nobody likes to talk about. The men that they overlooked in their 20s, they didn't just vanish. They were building, failing, learning, becoming disciplined, and becoming men. Men don't peak early. They compound with time. Value grows with time and skill and responsibility. Women don't gain leverage by delaying everything. That is not cruelty. That is reality. Every decision comes with a cost. Modern narratives today did not remove the bill, they just postponed it, and the outcome is usually the same. Distractions instead of connection. Comfort instead of intimacy, and independence without fulfillment. This is not about going backward. It's about correcting the course. We don't need less ambition. We need stronger values, commitment, family, masculine leadership, feminine devotion, and a shared purpose, because freedom without foundation doesn't liberate, it isolates you completely. And tradition wasn't the problem, abandoning it was.
You know, a lot of these modern women really don't understand that men are seeing the same thing over and over again. When I date this woman, it don't really matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, men are seeing the same thing. And quite frankly, you're seeing it across different continents. You're seeing it in Asia. You're seeing it in Australia. You're seeing it here in the US. Might be seeing it in Canada. You're seeing it in South America. It doesn't really matter. In certain sects and portions of wherever region you're in, there's a certain agenda that is being pushed where these modern women are acting a certain way. Men are seeing that and saying, oh, I know where this is about to go. I'm out.